And the internet on YouTube can now hear us.
Okay.
So, hello everybody.
Hello, everybody. Shabbat.
Hey Nancy.
Hello. You're a brave person, Nancy said.
Pardon?
Said you're a brave person. Y'all to come out. Oh, I dig it. Of course. Okay, E-Steps, I need to get your address.
3517 Karnowski, Carnoustie Drive, Springfield, 12.
You're my neighbor.
Yeah, they live right around the block.
I didn't know that.
Okay. I couldn't read it. When I got the card for contribution, which I appreciate and thank you, I couldn't read the address.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't you,
No,
but I have your card there and I just,
we're the house with the blue planters
Yeah.
that went up in front of it this summer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's us. And my motto is please bother me, so if you're walking by, rattle my cage.
Well, I walk by your house almost every morning.
With the
Well, come
dog.
on in for a cup of coffee.
It's at 5 o'clock.
Oh, no, maybe later.
Please don't.
more people.
More brave souls.
Yeah?
We have a minion.
Is there a way to turn this off?
There's a button on top. You want it off?
Yes.
Well, we're ready to start.
I have to blow my nose. Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just didn't want to do this in everybody's ear. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for sending that meal train.
Had a nice participation, and I've added more days. I didn't expect so many people to say yes. It was very nice.
Are you having trouble with that? No.
Got it?
There it is, yeah.
Okay, you're welcome, everybody.
Okay.
See, who didn't have to listen to me blow my nose. Okay, we ready?
Ready?
Shabbat Shalom
Shabbat Shalom.
to the brave 7 people who came out on this cold night. Well, actually 8, because I came out. So we will have the lighting of the Shabbat candles, which is on page 2, and I call up Barbara Rader.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Please turn to the top of page 14. Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Sing to Adonai, bless God's name. Proclaim God's victory day after day. Tell of God's glory among the nations, God's wondrous deeds among all peoples. For Adonai is great and much acclaimed. God is held in awe by all divine beings. All the gods of the peoples are mere idols. But Adonai made the heavens. Glory and majesty are before God. Strength and splendor are in God's temple. Together, let the heavens rejoice and the earth exult. Let the sea and all within it thunder. The fields and everything in them exalt. Then shall all the trees of the forest shout for joy at the presence of Adonai, for God is coming. For God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and all its people in faithfulness. Please turn to page 24. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Say Etchem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Jacob left Beersheba and set out for Haran. Coming upon a place, he passed the night there, for the sun was setting. Taking one of the stones of the place, he made it his headrest, as he lay down in that place. He dreamed, and lo, a ladder was set on the ground with its top reaching to heaven, and lo, angels of God going up and coming down on it. And lo, Adonai stood up above it and said, I, Adonai, am the God of your father and God of your father Abraham and God of Isaac. The land on which you are lying I will give to you and to your descendants. And your descendants shall be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread out to the west and east and north and south. Through you and your descendants all the families of the earth shall find blessing. And here I am with you. I will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to the soil. I will not let go of you as long as I have yet to do what I have promised you. Waking from his sleep, Jacob said, Truly Adonai is in this place, and I did not know it. He was awestruck and said, How awe-inspiring is this place. There's none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. Turn to 145. Yikadal, Yikadash, Shemei Ramah, Yamadi Barak, Yerutei, Yamli, Mivora, Le'alam Le'amaya, Yitbara, Yitbara, V'yishtabah, V'yitba'arid V'maka Yinaseh, V'yithadar, V'yithaleh, V'yithalal, Shemei Kudisha, B'rihu, Le'alam Yikobir Kata, Shirata, Tushbekata, V'nechemata, Damir Yama, V'neru, Amen. Please rise for the Baruch. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamimora. Baruch Adonai Hamimora Leolam Vaed. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever. We read together at the bottom of the next page. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, Ma'ariv Aravi. And next page. We read together in the middle of the page. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment we stand face to face with truth. In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on the foundation of truth. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. Please be seated. V'ya'ata et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadivarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzarecha hayom alevavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shitecha v'v'techa u'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shovecha u'v'meshcha u'v'shartam le'od al yadecha v'hayu l'todefod Zuzot beitecha u'vishorecha leman hizkaru v'asitem lekonetz votai v'tem kiddoshim Elohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lochem Elohim ani Adonai Elohehem. And you will please note that I go back to the old one when I'm up here doing that. The old chant. Together on the next page, we worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all, yet that oneness eludes our grasp as imperfection and evil abound. Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness, There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul. When will redemption come? When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves? Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High. We learned God's presence redeems time and event, so we celebrate this power that makes for freedom. And we turn to the top of page 152. Mi kamocha ve'elim Adonai, mi amocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osei feleh, Nora tehilot osei feleh. Malchutecha rahuvanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe Miriam, Ze'eli, Amu v'Amu, Adonai lo, Adonai lo, Le'olam va'ed. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ka'al Yisrael. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evenings of your shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu v'akol amo Yisrael, v'imru v'al Yerushalayim. And the top of page 154. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael, Shabbat, La'asod et HaShabbat, L'Torotam Berit Olam. Ve'ni uvein b'nei Yisrael, Oti le'olam, Oti le'olam. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, La'asot et HaShabbat L'Torotam Berit Olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'shameru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'Torotam Berit Olam. Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash, v'shameru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'Torotam Berit Olam. Please rise for the tefillah. I know I should turn, but I'm afraid I'm going to turn this and drop. So pretend like I'm dead. Adonai sifatai tita ufiya itehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Eloheinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei ומעירים עולמים נגניהם, למען שמו ביממה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן Source of all being, we turn to you as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens, they felt you in their hearts, they sought you in the life. The quest is ours. Help us to see the wonder of being, give us the courage to search for truth, teach us the path to a better life, so shall we by our lives and our labors bring near the world we envision, one of justice, freedom, and peace. Okay, I think you can sit here. Such power I have. We read together on the middle of page 159. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you bless it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah. The heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all creative work that God had chosen to do. Turn to page 161. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu b'amcha Yisrael u'tefilam ba'ahavat tikabeo. Be gracious, Adonai our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. O may our worship always be acceptable to you. Fill us with the knowledge that you are near to all who seek you in truth. The top of page 64. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. Ki Etahu Melech Adon L'kol HaShalom. Shalom Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. V'tov bein elav v'roeh et Amcha Yisrael v'olei u'v'kol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Together in the middle of the page, grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. Make contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of our earth. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name are you, Adonai, who blesses your people with peace. And we read responsibly at the top of page 166. Help me, O God, to find still moments, quiet spaces within to refresh my soul. Cease my questions, my inner debates, and let me meditate on your goodness.
Help me, O God, to nurture my courage, showing my strength. Let me remember the days of fortitude and certainty of regard.
Help me, O God, to return to the light, to feel the warmth of your touch on my face and fingers outstretched. Alive in your sight. Lend us the wit, O God, to speak the lean and simple words. Give us the strength to speak the found word, the meant word. Grant us the humility to speak the friendly word, the answering word.
And make us
Sensitive God, sensitive to the sounds of the word which others speak, sensitive to the sound of their words and to the silences in between. Please take a moment for personal and private meditation. Oh, say Shalom, in Roma. Say Israel, Neru, Amen. Oh, say Shalom, in Roma. Uya, say Shalom, Amen. Ve'akol, Israel, Neru, Amen. We turn to page 253 for the Mishabera. We think of those who are ill or in need of healing. May the ones who bless our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, heal those who are ill. And we think of Judy Foster, Abel Foster, Dolores Rothschild, Joe and Paula Ori, Barry Zimmerman, Ron and Arlene Rothschild, Mark Levy, Ava Rothschild, Joan and Elaine Pilz, and we also think of Dr. Michael Schwartz. Are there any others that you would like to mention?
Rabbi Goldstein.
Goldstein. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. Mishabera avotenu mikol haracha lilotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishabera inotenu mikol haracha lotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. And I would also like to thank and remember Debbie Friedman, who wrote this song in the lower ranges. Now, I have to tell you, I had a great thought for a sermon. I had the beginning of the sermon, the cute joke. It was all about time and why we, as Jews, use the lunar calendar. And I started looking it up, and I realized that even at the beginning levels, there was no way that I understood it, much less could explain it to anybody else. So I skipped that. By that time, I had procrastinated long enough that I wasn't going to do much. So, what I have is a prayer, which is appropriate for this time. It's a blessing for warmth in the winter. This was written by Rabbi David G. Winship, and this is on Ritual Well, which is an internet site, and it is a reconstructionist site. It's very interesting. There's a lot of information. Ritualwell.com. Rabbono Shel Olam, merciful one of the universe, as winter arrives and the snow falls and everything is covered in pristine white, as difference disappears and the landscape becomes soft, monochrome, and cold, do not forget about me. Please, God, do not forget about little old me. I am in need of warmth from the hearth and from the heart. As it becomes difficult to travel, as many seclude in the warmth of their homes, let me not be forgotten. Let a spark of fire, of warmth, of time, float upon the winter winds to my home. May the spark find my hearth prepared, the wood stacked, the kindling waiting. May that little spark find its way to my home. May it find its way into my arms, and may the fire in my heart be kindled, stoked, burning brightly. May I be lit and then share my fire from within. Amen. Okay, so we will do the Kiddush downstairs. The Elaine will begin at the middle of page 283. Please rise. Aleinu l'shabeh le'adon ha'kol, la'tekin la'yotzer reshit, shelo chanu ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot adamah, shelo sam kelchinu b'hem, v'gor aleinu kol ha'olam, v'anachnu korim u'mishkach avinu modim lifnei melech malchei amlakim hakadosh baruch. Let us praise the sovereign of the universe and proclaim the greatness of the Creator who has set us apart from the other families of the earth, giving us a destiny unique among the nations. We bend the knee and bow, acknowledging the Supreme Sovereign, the Holy One. Blessed be God. And we turn to page 285. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Please be seated and turn to page 293. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs, bless you, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We remember Sylvia Falk, Ruth Dance, Sophia Pollock, Sarah Myers, Natalie Yaffe, Dr. Gilbert R. Sherrick, Lawrence Berlin, Gloria Cohen, John Woods, Eleanor Zaraski, Elaine Beneshew, Margaret Routman Schoenfeld. And in prior years, we remember William Ahman, Oscar Bayer, Pauline Brown, Anna Wilk Burstein, Augusta Levy Cohen, Abraham Cohen, Myron C. Green, Jerome Lester Hoffman, Max Eisenberg, Mildred Goldstein Jacobitz, Max Lachman, Frida Lesorgan, Sheldon Levine, Cecily Myers, Arthur Miller, Doreen Miner, Sam Moatar, Rose Mund, Minnie J. Myers, Charles Rothschild, Pauline Brown Taub, and Milton Wolfson. Please stand for the mourner's Kaddish. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabah, v'alma devarach yirutei v'amlich malchatei, v'chai yachon v'yom yachon v'chayei kol beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman karid v'imru omen, yehei shemei rabah mevarach v'olam v'lamaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramah v'yitnasei, V'yidhadar, v'yidhalel, v'yidhalal, shemei yekudishah v'yichu. V'elam yinko v'yirkata v'shirata, tushvachata v'nechemata, da'miran v'yamah v'yimru omen. Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'yimru omen. Osei shalom b'mramav, v'yasei shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'yimru omen. Are there any announcements? You can sit or not.
No.
Are there any announcements?
No, just thanks for everybody for coming out in the cold.
Okay.
And thank you so much.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
My understanding is there is an owning. So